family is supposed to support you and love you and be there for you through ups and downs. And I feel like if hindi ganun yung setup, kahit hindi family-wise, lahat ng tao sa paligid mo, more so family. Kasi diba sabi nila pag pamilya, hindi ka dapat nagbibigay ng boundary. More so, kasi mahal mo sila eh.
Yeah.
Mahal mo sila eh. And ayaw mo na masira yung pagmamahal na yun or ma-strain. And chances are, if it does get strained, you really have to come to terms with it na may mga tao at may mga bagay talaga tayong kailangan i-let go. Kasi para sa atin yun eh. For your sanity yun, for your
peace. For your peace.
Lalo na kapag yung peace mo yung laging nadidestroy. It's okay.
Yeah.
Like, ang natutunan ko in life is yes, you can grieve relationships. You're supposed to grieve relationships in your life, whether it's family, friends, or an ex-partner. But there has to come to a point that you have to realize that nawala sila sa life mo. Kasi hindi na sila...
Tapos na.
Tapos na yun.
Now I don't feel bad. Kasi may mga friends din ako, people from my past na feeling ko it doesn't serve me right anymore. And I'm like, cut.
At least kaya mo, diba? At least aware ka, diba? Pero ako, baliktad sa akin sa family. Ako naman, when I love, tapos iba pala yung feeling. Yung na-learn ko na parang, hindi naman kailangan i-love lahat.
Yes.
You can set your boundaries. Kasi parang, doon ako na-hurt na parang akala ko dahil pamilya, kailangan todo love.
Yes.
Hindi naman pala ganon. Like, you can set your boundaries.
Kasi may ibang tao din kasi abusado din.
Yeah, ganon.
Diba? Parang, I think we have to normalize also na it's okay to cut off some people no matter who they are. Kasi kaya ka nandun sa problema na yun kasi ibig sabihin kailangan mo i-cut off yung tao. Ibig sabihin may ginawa. Hindi mo naman sila kina-cut off for no apparent reason,
Yes.
diba? If you're in that predicament that you need to cut off this person in your life, it's because either you've been hurt way too many times, they've crossed a line,
Betrayed you.
or they destroyed your peace, or they betrayed you. Like, there is a reason. So don't ever, like, blame yourself if you have to do some things to regain your strength, regain your power back, or have peace. You deserve to have peace.
Would you say mas at peace ka now in your 30s compared to like younger
Oh,
self?
yes, super. In many, many ways. I'm at peace. Like, I know sa sarili ko that may nagagawa naman akong difference sa lahat ng mga ginagawa ko sa life. Or even if I do make mistakes, I get to say that I can take accountability for them. I know how to apologize. I have peace because I get to come home to a
Beautiful children.
happy and healthy family. My work and my life they're both fine. They're
Yeah.
both at a good place. So, I feel like that's peace. Kapag lahat sa buhay mo may calmness, hindi chaotic, lalo na kung sanay ka sa chaos.
Yes.
So, pag may peace ka sa buhay mo, minsan, oh my God, too good to be true. But hindi na, I always pray and I always say like, hindi Lord, binibigay mo sa akin yung peace na to kasi deserve ko tong peace na to. And hindi ko pagkakait yung peace na yun sa sarili ko. Bakit?
Yeah.
Diba? Like, we all deserve that kind of peace. And if we have it, namnamin mo yun. Diba? Namnamin mo yun. Hindi ka dapat takot sabihin na peace ka sa life mo.
At hindi yung nagayabang, diba?
Yes.
Kasi ako natatakot ako sabihin na, ako same, at peace, I have a beautiful family. Kasi parang niyabang nga. Pero this is how I see it na if you're at peace, you have love, you have the capacity to give love.
Yeah.
Kasi secure ka na, you have love, and then yung love mo mag-overflow sa iba.
Exactly.
Diba?
Pero may mga belief ka ba nung 20s ka na you admit that we're totally wrong?
Oo naman. Kasi nung 20s ako, grabe, lahat naman din talaga ng decision ko nung mga time na yun. Medyo what the hell, diba? Parang, okay ka lang? Why would I ever think that was right? But I feel like one was I didn't know how to apologize. That was like, what a bad decision. I wish I had apologized to a lot of people back then in my 20s, or at least explained as to why hindi na sila part ng life ko, or at least gave them a chance to
communicate.
Yeah. Madami ding decisions, or siguro even if I knew I was not treated well in a relationship, I still stayed. Yung mga ganyan.
Hindi mo kasi alam din.
Yeah. Parang hindi mo alam kung tama o mali yung ginagawa mo nung time na yun. Kasi parang feeling mo, pag mahal mo yung isang tao, titiis ka lang eh.
Yeah.
Kasi mahal mo eh.
Yeah.
So, dapat, take ka ng take kung anong binibigay niya sa'yo kasi that's love.
Yes.
Diba? But when you hit 30s, parang, hindi pala love
You
yun.
won't tolerate.
Pero out of all the bad decisions, ano yung one best decision that quietly, totally changed your entire life?
Ganda ng question.
Diba?
Ako feeling ko leaving a toxic relationship. Because I was in it for almost 5 years.
Wow.
And he was my world. Like, I made him my world. The best decision was because papasok ako ng prime years ko nun eh. So, kung hindi ko iniwanan yung relationship na yun, baka wala ako sa posisyon ko ngayon. Kasi, sinacrifice ko lahat eh. One dream pa was to study abroad, which is I didn't because pinapili ako eh.
Pinapili ka niya?
Pinapili ako noong time na yun. I lost so many friends. Yung career ko noong time na yun, nag-dip. Kasi mas pinili ko yung togetherness, lagi magkasama. Kung hindi ko iniwan yung relationship na yun, wala ako sa position ko. Baka wala akong mga anak ngayon. Baka hindi ko nakilala yung husband ko. I feel like I would be so unhappy. But I have no regrets though. Because ang dami ko din natutunan dun sa relationship na yun. I grew up from that relationship. I had to learn the hard way. I had to figure out what kailangan ko doon ko nakita ko ano yung deserve ko. Parang, okay, ito pala yung hindi ko deserve. Ito pala dapat yung deserve ko.
And sometimes when you're in a toxic relationship, you don't see it.
You're clouded.
Diba? Kasi nakikita mo lang, you're holding on to the good memories.
Yeah.
Na, gusto ko to, ayokong, wala na akong makikitang ganito.
Agree. Or ipaglalaban mo talaga yun.
Oo.
Paglalaban mo yung sabihin mo, may good naman eh. Hindi naman laging
Mas
bad.
sacred na to eh.
Oo. Pero parang nagiging, ang dami ng bad, pinaglalaban mo pa rin yung good.
Defense mechanism kasi ng brain to keep on repeating the good memories.
Exactly.
Na talagang, you're okay. These are the good memories.
Exactly.
Diba?
And then finally, what made you decide na ayoko na?
Kasi parang na-realize ko na ang dami ko nang sinacrifice dito sa taong to. Pero bakit parang hindi ako, at the end of the day, I'm not fulfilled. I'm not happy. And this person is not doing things that will appease me or make me happy. Like, he always does things that would put my mind into a spiral or like overthink or hindi ako makatulog lagi ako umiiyak. Sabi ko, kung ito yung idea of love, ayoko na lang. Kasi parang ang hirap naman na ikaw yung nagmamahal ka ng tama. But I'm not saying I also did right by him because of the dynamic, I also became toxic. Because obviously, we were toxic for each other. That's why it didn't work out. And then I realized na parang, oh my God, hindi ako tong taong to. This is not who I am. I don't do this. My family wouldn't talk to me because the minute that they talk to me, sasabog ako. Magtatanong lang ng question. Galit na ako. Like, okay, nobody talked to her. Nobody asked her anything. Everyone was tiptoeing around me because I had so much anger in my heart. And I said, like, I don't think this is love. Because love will always have its ups and downs, but I don't think it's supposed to feel that way. But it took me a long time.
Pero may mga anak kayong babae, diba? Kasi niisip ko lagi yan na parang pag nagkaanak akong babae, out of all the relationship, the experiences that I had, parang it creates fear in me na ayokong pagdaanan to ng mga anak ko. Like, may game plan ba kayo on when to start, talking to them about relationships, of course, you wanted to guide them as much as you can, being the mom and knowing these things, diba? May naisip ba kayo, how would I protect them? How would I at least instill this knowledge on how a person should treat you?
Well, I think it's also based on example and honesty. Yun yung sabi ko na-appreciate ko sa mom ko kasi hindi yan nag-sugarcoat ng kahit anong napagdaanan niya sa buhay niya. Kahit na-experience na namin. Like, minsan kasi, di ba, sa isang bahay, kung nagkakagulo na yung bahay nyo, let's say, lagi na lang may magsasabi na, no, ano lang to, away lang to. Yung to hide it, di ba? The thing kasi, growing up is, never nagtago talaga yung mom ko sa amin. Kung ano yung pinagdadaanan niya, kung ano yung nakikita namin, na-explain sa amin yun, na okay, this is why it's happening. She's very transparent. And based on experience also, kasi kung nakikita mo din na, okay, hindi siya masaya dito or ito pala dapat yung gagawin. Yung parang feeling ko kasi yung pagka may mga anak ka, idol ka kasi ng mga anak mo, they look up to you eh. So everything you do, feeling nila tama yun lahat. Wala pa silang concept of nagkakamali yung nanay ko up until nasa tama na silang pag-iisip, alam na nila yung right and wrong. Yeah. But when they're young, they always feel like you're perfect. So
you hung the moon.
Yeah. So as a parent, you have to you don't have to fake it. Kaya nga sabi ko, kung accountability. Diba? Kung may mga bagay na alam mo directly maapektuhan yung mga anak mo, kung kaya mo na siyang i-detour o i-navigate na parang okay, hindi niya to dapat magdaanan, gawin mo na as a parent kasi responsibilidad natin yun to protect them. Not from the world because we can never do that. I'm pretty sure as much as you want to just keep them and, don't ever touch them. I'm pretty sure my mom thought of that. But you can't. You really can't. So you really just pray, hope for the best. And as a parent, I'm not saying I'm a perfect mom because I don't think I am not a perfect mom. And I'm gonna make more mistakes as they get older because I'm just human. But what I know I'll be is honest, always truthful, open communication, and I want them to always want to talk to me. Ayoko na magtatago sila sa akin. Kasi sabi ko, ang fear ko is mag-confide sila sa ibang tao except myself. Yung ako yung huli sa balita. Ayoko yung, di ba?
Speaking of balita, pero isn't it harder for your mom and sa inyo? Kasi public life kayo. So, minsan yung balita malalaman nyo pa sa sa mga posts. So, paano yun? With your case, with your mom na parang, how does she navigate that with you girls?
My mom always chooses to not talk Silent kasi si mommy. The many times that she talks, it's because we're directly affected sa issue. So she has to clarify some things. But she always teaches us to be calm, always tells us you don't have to prove anything to anyone. You don't have to defend yourself. But ako kasi...
So you fight ka.
Ako yung hindi niya yung mga kapatid ko, sunod sa kanya
Hindi makontrol.
Ako talaga hindi Like, hindi kaya talaga. Actually, pinag-usapan namin ng mom ko yun sa latest episode namin. As I call mo, mom, I'm still practicing that. Because I have this protective feeling. The minute I see that my family is being attacked, I always have to fight. Because none of them will. I know that for sure. None of them will. But I get
Para
the
at least may isa.
Yeah, but ako, I admire that you can speak up. Kasi may mga ka-relate Ako nakaka-relate ako na parang, ay buti na lang, diba? Na,
ang hirap Nasa ko, dalawa akong side. Kasi gets ko yung side nila. Pero sa side ko naman is, diba, I cannot sit back. Like, I know what's going on And I also hate it when people think that they know what's truly going on.
Mas alam
but
pa
they're
nila.
not in it.
Like, edi ikaw na. Mas alam niyo pa.
Kasama ba namin kayo sa bahay? Parang hindi ko kayo nakita. Alam mo yun? Yung parang hindi nyo alam yung pinagdaanan namin. Kami lang ang makakaalam nun kasi kami ang magkakasama sa bahay. So, you can judge anything that you see on the surface level. But when it comes to things that, come from experience, that's something you can't touch But that's the price you pay kasi when you're a public figure. Your life is really there. Andyan siya So, it's open for public opinion. That's the hard part. Ako, I'm learning. Maybe that's the last. I'm really learning, but I just, there's just sometimes I still have to practice self-control.
Pick your battles.
That's what my mom said. Choose your battles, Danny. I'm still learning.
If this episode made you laugh, think, or suddenly text your friend, "Are we doing life right?" You're in the right place. Follow Trentitas so you never miss an episode. And share it with a fellow 30-something who's also balancing dreams, bills, and existential questions. Because let's be honest, nobody really knows what they're doing in their 30s. We're all just figuring it out. Stick around for more real talk, good vibes, and conversations that make adulthood a little less confusing. This is Trentitas, your hangout for surviving your 30s.